The same paper?
No, under the letter E. Now, like I said before, sometimes people get estimating and rounding mixed up. I see a lot of times what somebody will do is they will add these two numbers together and then round their answer. But that's not what estimating is. When you estimate something, what you want to do is you want to make the numbers easy enough to do in your head. Easy enough to do mentally. Okay, so rather than taking 467 and adding 312 to it, I want to, and you have to use a little logic here, some common sense on what you're rounding to, and things that are easy enough to do, but not so easy that it really makes the problem really off. 467, you just have to think, well, that's awful close to 500, and 312 is awful close to 300, so if you estimate the sum of that, you would get, anybody? I know it's tough, Alex.
800?
800. Now, you could make a case for me because you're getting in sixth grader and you can do some mental math a little bit better. You know, you could have probably made a case, and maybe you were thinking this, that 467, you could actually round it to something a little closer than it is 500. You could say, well, this is close to 450 and 300, because most people can do 450 plus 300, right? What's 450 plus 300? 750. If you would tell me 750, I would say, yeah, I will have to take that as well, because you are still rounding, you just rounded to something a little closer than to that. And there's like no set of rules that says how close or how far away you have to round, but at some point you have to say, well, yeah, that's logically the best way to do it. Right now, this would have probably been the most logical way. You know, if you wanted to get a little more accurate, you know, you could do it this way and say 750. Another example would be, I don't know, 29 times 31. If I said to estimate that product, you know, what probably would you make both of those numbers that you can pretty easily do in your head? You would probably say, no?
30?
30 times 30. And hopefully you can do 30 times 30 in your head, which is, Ron?
90?
No, that'd be 30 times 3. Don't forget, it's 3 times 3 gives you the 9, and then there's 2 zeros. It's actually 900. Okay. Or what about 591 divided by 29? If you were asked to estimate that, division gets a little goofier because you got to come up with some division numbers that actually work out evenly. This one you'd probably say 591 is, David?
Closer to 600.
Oh, 629 is close to 30, and you should be able to come close to 600 divided by 30 in your head, which is, Andrew?
20?
20, yeah. Okay, and that's estimating as opposed to rounding. Everybody's kind of happy with that? I'm very happy with that.